Kia ora, te oro, I'm Toots.
And I'm Mark, and welcome to Import X.
Tonight's episodes, we're going to be bringing to you more drags from the nets.
I take an in-depth look at mags with the guys from Advanti.
Plus we bring out to you more burnouts from Battle Day 1. As you can see behind us, here's an awesome array of Mazda rotary engine vehicles. Check this out.
Thanks to the guys from Rotary Dynamics for turning up for us at the old Burger Fuel there in Henderson.
That's right, we made the call and they all turned up. They're just cars from old school to new school conversions. It's absolutely going off. Hey, plus I give away the new Sony PlayStation Slimline, which is pretty damn cool.
Last Friday night we checked out the Night Speed Drag Wars down at Mary. It was huge. Thanks to the guys at Mag & Turbo and MyTech Intercoolers.
Yeah, you guys brought all your cars out. It was fantastic and you had it on a controlled environment, which is where it should be.
So join us there next Friday night, the 17th. We'll be there, it'll be huge.
But before that, settle down for another half-hour session of hardcore car porn here on Import X. Here we are in beautiful downtown Henderson, where we caught up with Rotor Dynamics Car Club.
Hey, how's it?
And what better place to meet them all at than Burger Fuel?
Hey, man.
Tell us about your club.
We started 2 years ago. We've got all sorts of different rotors, all from around the country, different age people, young guys, old guys, girls, everything from Series 1.7s to RX3s to RX8s, wagons, all sorts. We've got about 150 members from Whangarei, Tuitupou, Tauranga, Harborough, all around that area.
You have to have a rotor? Fantastic, thanks very much. What flavour's that? Chocolate. Oh, sweet.
Everyone that's in the club at the moment owns a rotor or is either girlfriend or boyfriend of someone that does own a rotor. We have cruises, we have weekends away, pretty much whenever we can get away, we'll take all the cars down to Rotor or Tuitupou. Best thing about being a club is people are really friendly. We've got a good network of people with parts, so if anyone needs a part, they just ring me up or we pop it in the magazine. We do a magazine pretty much once a month that goes out to the guys, a little colour thing, and that has articles on the events and any parts that anyone needs or wants or is selling. We've got quite a huge range of cars, which is quite cool. Yeah, we've got all sorts of conversions and standard ones, and they're not all the same. So when you come out to a day like this, everybody's got something different, everybody chats away and finds out interesting stuff about each other's cars.
So how do we join your car club?
You can go to the website, rotordynamic.co.nz, and there's an online form that you can fill in there. It's $40 a year and you're away.
From the old school Mazda 1200 piston to the RX2 four doors.
The 4s up to the old school RX7s, it's all good.
Yep, Series 4 RX7s into the baddies.
Turbo, non-turbo, Bridgeport, it's all here.
Brand new RX8, conversions, 33s, MX5 with a turbo in it.
Check out this cream Corolla.
I like that car.
It's a 75 808 wagon. Built it over sort of 4 years. It's had a basically full conversion to RX3 with a Series 2 12A nose cone. It's running a 12A Bridgeport with a 10-pound flywheel, nothing that flash, on 7-inch Lenzos.
It's a clean looking car.
It's a 73 coupe, 30B bridgie. I've stuck to the old school stuff, nothing too flash, nothing over the top. Good for skids, good fun, that's all I like about them. The RX3 coupe was my favourite shape. This is the original colour, we haven't changed anything, so as you can see they come out in pretty stylish colours back in the days. They're coming a bit of a collector's item now. I don't want to part with it, it's my baby.
It's a Bridgeport turbo.
We noticed that when you're rocking up, the engine's going bop, 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 which is not common for the style RX7, so what makes you want to Bridgeport this?
Just to be different and to be faster.
Kieran, why'd you put the rotor in it?
Oh, I've had a bit to do with rotaries before, and they go real good, so had to do it, eh? Everyone's always wanted to do it, so I had to do it. I've seen it done before. I haven't seen any PPs, but first time for everything, eh? I've got 70 kilos of steel on the back though, just to keep the arse on the ground. A lot of fiddly stuff, had to make my own stump and oil pickup, cross member. But nothing too complicated.
Well, I spend all day working on normal piston cars and I just want something different to drive when I'm not working on them. It starts every time, unlike some of the older ones. Yeah, and they look good.
And what's the biggest point of difference that you like about it?
They're really smooth. They're smooth and they got a real nice power band.
It's a 1970 Mazda 1200 coupe. I imported it from Aussie about 5 years ago. It's one owner, done 60,000 miles. Totally original, except for it's had a respray, original plastic on the door trims from new, sun visors.
What's the best thing about being in the club?
Just sharing the same interest in Mazdas and rotaries in general, and just having a good time with people with the same sort of interests.
When I first started getting into them, imported, you get quite a lot of power out of them. Well, the standard they put out 255, and this has been exhaust chipped, so it's probably putting a little bit more out than that. So probably the styling and the shape of it, it's pretty unique and different to all the other cars you can see around on the road.
What do you think would be your first modification?
Horsepower. Well, I've had track cars that have been Rotors, RX-7 Series 1s. Yeah, you've got to have the performance as well.
It's got a 13B turbo on it.
Does it go alright?
Flies. 140 in second gear.
Obviously off the road, off the public road.
Yep, off the public road.
In a safe place.
Safe place. The gearbox is still the MX-5 bell housings, and it's running the Series 4 components. It's fully standard, got a mild port in it. It's running stock boost and everything at the moment. It's kept its handling for MX-5.
There's just nothing like the heave of a 3-rotor Cosmo. Just goes like nothing. It's virtually a collector's car now. If I lost this one, I'd never get another one, you know. You just can't get them anymore.
Do you intend to modify it a little bit?
No, it'll stay as it is for the rest of its life. If I want to modify something, I'll buy a Batmobile.
So do you know what sort of power your Cosmo's pulling out?
Better than 300. There's just nothing like a Rotary. He's the greatest.
That guy's into his Rotors. Check out this new school RX-8. Clean lines on this rotor. Look at the engine detailing on this thing. I can see myself in that filter. Old school conversions. Check out this DX Corolla and this rare RX4 4-door. This is one of many car clubs we hope to cover here on Import X. Thanks heaps, Rotor Dynamics.
Vertical door hinge kits. Yeah, it's just a replacement hinge kit, bolt on, not a lot of work. Carbon fibre bonnet, 17-inch wheels, body kit, got a Type R spoiler lined up. Mesh, another thing that we buy from another local supplier, which I've had fitted in there myself, and I thought it just looked that little bit better, especially with the yellow LEDs that I've got behind the front bumper there, lights up the mesh quite well. Aftermarket JDM black headlamps, twin projector with halo rings on them. In the next month or so I want to do all of the interior. Yeah, definitely I want to be in this November auto salon. I've always liked yellow, and I think, yeah, it looks really good with black. Something I unrolled to show a customer one day and thought, yep, no, I might have that myself actually.
Stick around after the break, we've got more from the Nats 04. Toots goes game zoning with some special guests.
And Mark gets the lowdown on Advanti wheels.
Round 2 of the Nationals. Check this RX-33 hatch. This is the black one. Angela Tuner's car and the 12A naturally aspirated vehicle. This is Mean 3. Now this is an RX-3 owned by Chris Russell. This car's got a 13B. Easy win to the RX-3. Daffy and the DX Corolla. This car's from Corolla. This is another car built by Lawton Motorsport. These are the guys that brought us the BG 3D3 Mazda with the front wheel drive and the red assist internals. Very cool looking car. Also does show work, so you can do both drags and show. This is the RX-33. 33 gets out of the hole pretty quick. Motorsport car just across the line. C3, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder cars. Any size motor as long as it's got 4 cylinders and it's naturally aspirated. Honda Civic 2-door Type R, owned by Brennan Antonio versus the Honda Civic 4-door with the plate number Predator, owned by Adrian Shepherd. This is a 1.8 Type R versus a 1.6 Type R. Used for street use and on the drags. Everybody can have a go at this. The 1.8 VTEC just pips the 1.6. C10 now, this is rotary powered cars that have turbo vehicles and rear wheel drive. The white-tubbered RX2 4-door, that's running a 13B turbo. This is a super clean car. It's owned by Corey Abbott. This is the Series 4 13B turbo. Corey Abbott's car is now in the 10-second club. Pretty damn quick for a street-driven car. 4-wheel drive turbo, 1.8 GSR versus the Evo. Super clean Evo with the chronic on the front of it. The Evo 3 gets out of the hole pretty quick, but has a few problems with the gearbox by the look of it. Now, slow GSR, this has only got a 1.8 litre, and it's the fastest in New Zealand. As of last week's Speedtech drags, we're now in the 10-second club. Unfortunately, it loses today to the Evo.
Gamezone time again, people. Tonight we're going to have a look at a couple of things, including the new Sony PS2 Slimline console, very bloody cool. Plus, we've got a couple of special guests joining me in the studio tonight. More of who they are a bit later on, but here's a hint. One of them is considered the hitman of the Auckland Blues, and the other is the star centre of the North Harbour rugby team. But hey, before that, let's have a look at the latest thing that come from our friends at Sony and the gaming console arena. Check this thing out. The new Sony PS2 Slimline. How small, you ask? Well, take a look for yourself. The weight has been reduced by half, and the thickness of it is a mere 2.8 centimetres, which is 5 centimetres thinner than the original PS2. That's huge. Also, the new Slimline comes with an integrated Ethernet port, so you can challenge all your friends online. But right now, it's time to have a check with our special guests. Like I said earlier, one is known as the Hitman, Sam Tuitupou, and his friend, Anthony Tuitavake from North Harbour. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, brother.
Oh, shot. And Anthony, you're a bit busy playing the games. Oh, choice. So you guys are dedicated video gamers when you're not on the field, Anthony?
Yeah, no, hard out now because we've got no rugby, so I'm playing games all the time for the kids at home. Sam's a freak at it, so yeah, ask him all the questions.
Is that right, Sam? So you're pretty hard at it on the video games?
Yeah, that's if I'm not changing nappies and that or talking to my wife, then I'm at my friend's house playing games.
Oh boy, sounds like a whole heap of trouble with you guys here. What's your favourite game?
I like the Need for Speed. It's a good car game I like playing. Me and my brother had drag, so it's pretty cool.
Cool. How about you, Sam?
At the moment, it's got to be the Stacey Jones Rugby League. A few of the boys have sort of come around, and we all sort of have turns who can win on that. But yeah, I guess I can say I'm the champ at league as well.
Now, you may have recalled earlier on in the series that I had a review of Burnout 3 Takedown, which is exactly what I've got these two cats playing, challenging each other at the moment on the Road Rage mode. What do you like about this game?
I guess you can just smash into each other and just blow people up and that, and just being able to smash things up just really amuses me.
How about for you, Ants?
Oh, there's no finish line. That's the good thing about it. Just, yeah, Sam said, smash each other up.
Here they go, Road Rage mode. Take us through what you're doing.
I'm the one in the black, and at the moment I'm trying to chase after player one, which is Anthony. But as you can see, he's always crashing.
So are you saying you've got game on this guy?
Oh, I don't know. At the moment I'm sort of stuffed up, so my car's pretty bunged up, but I'll sort of get back.
So do you have any tactics to try and take over this dude?
I try and just slow down because it's going a bit fast. Let him go in front of me and then come from behind and smash him.
So you click the boost button and then you just kick his butt out.
From behind guy, isn't he? In the racing, I mean in racing.
Now in real life, Ants, you drive an Evo 1, is that right?
Yep, got a Evo 1, sort of just mucking around on it, doing bits and pieces.
At the moment I'm driving a Ford sponsored through Rugby Union. I'm normally a Holden guy, so at the moment Holden's sort of tucked away.
Now it's competition time. The good lads at Sony have given us one of the new Sony PS2 Slimline consoles to give away, and who better to give it away than our special guest, Sammy Tuitupou. Sammy, what is the viewer's question tonight?
What was the score between Auckland and North Harbour in this year's NPC round robin game?
Awesome. If you know the answer to that, send your answers to sammy@importx.co.nz and he'll give you one of these Slimline consoles to give away. And just for you guys to practice on tonight, here you guys go. A copy of your own Burnout 3 Takedown.
Yeah.
You guys have a go on. So anything you guys want to say to our ImportX viewers?
Don't try this on the roads, okay? Just keep it to the PlayStation.
Good advice. And for you, Ants?
Yeah, what he said.
This is Ants and Sam and Toots right here at ImportX.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
One of the most important choices of parts for your car are wheels. Here's Mark at Advanti Racing.
We're We're out here at Advanti Racing. I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an insight into how these guys come up with wheels. So, Jono, tell us how it's done, mate.
Well, basically, we've got a lot of wheels. We draw our inspiration from everything we've got already and what's out in the street, and we come up with some ideas. These ideas get shipped overseas, and I'll show you what we get. Basically, this is where it all happens. This is our powwow room. We've got sample wheels sitting there as we speak. What we end up with is a nice little picture that comes over from the factory. These are the possible designs. From there, we end up with a picture of a sample and all the sorts of fitments they can do from us, and from there we order what we like and we get them shipped over to have a look in the flesh. So we'll take you upstairs and have a look. So there's a couple of new styles that we've had shipped over to have a look at. They may end up in a range. This one has little bits that come off that you can paint, you can customize. So they're going to come with carbon fiber and they're going to come with black ones you can paint. These are something new coming up from Advanti Racing. It's the new sort of race look that's been pioneered by the likes of 5Zegan over there. This is 5Zegan's latest wheel. It's called the GN Plus. If you've got a drift car, you want this wheel on your car.
I like that. Not only Advanti do wheels and stuff like that, they do tyres, so give us a bit of an insight into tyres.
Why I try to do tyres? We do Nankang. Nankang is a wicked brand, but more importantly, we're going to tell you what happens when you go to bigger mags. What happens is, when you start off on your factory 14s or factory 15s, you've got a big spongy sidewall that's going to make your car...
He looks like he's enjoying that too much.
You know what I mean? Like, she's all over the place. It's a bit wobbly around corners. When you go to big wheels, you get little tyre. They're wider, but the profile's lower. But you've got no sidewall to flex. So basically your car sits on the road a lot better. You don't get that horrible sideways spongy feeling. So the car is going to sit on the road a lot better and not go all over the place. It's fantastic. For those of you that don't know, basically this is a 215/35/18. 215 is the width, 35 is the sidewall, which is a percentage of the width. So that height there is 35% of that.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Anybody got a calculator?
This is a 195, 60, 15. So we've got 15 inches in here, which is the size of the wheel that goes inside it. You've got 60, which is 60% of 195. So 195 being the width, and 60% of 195 being the height of the sidewall. Start off on your pussy little 15-inch factory rims. You want to go 18-inch. As you can see, these two tyres have the same rolling diameter. But how it works is what happens is, when you go up to a 16-inch rim, the tyre drops a lower profile again as the rim gets bigger. Up to a 17-inch rim, the tyre profile drops again, and up to an 18-inch rim, the tyre profile drops again, until you're driving on something like that. Still the same rolling diameter, won't mess with your speedo, but you've got a nice wider tyre, it's going to give you a lot more grip, sidewall's small, no skiddies, and you're looking a lot better. Exhaust systems. You're not just getting a piece of pipe that makes some noise, you're getting a proper performance-tuned exhaust system on a dyno. It bolts straight onto your car and it'll give you about 30 PS bolt-on of power. That's about 25 horsepower.
That's not bad.
Straight away. And they look fat. Look at that.
So you guys do all sorts of stuff?
We do the whole package.
I so want your job. Seal. We've got bikini pageantry.
That's from round 2 of the Nationals in Christchurch. Plus, we got more action from the drags.
Running a 4HEZ turbo. It's got JE pistons in it, HK's cams. It's got adjustable cam pulleys. I've got 20 valve quad throttle bodies on it. Custom made platinum chamber, Evo 6 intercooler. Horsepower was 296 at the rear wheels. A 5-speed in it, as well as a Hilux limited slip with a modified slippery unit in it. So Alteza blue. All my friends know me as the Mad Indian, so that's how the plates sort of originated. So I've had some fun times and then some scary times. I'm building 2 other cars at the moment, so yeah.
Hellbat is the turbo vehicle car from Mike Healy. This car runs a 13B turbo, Motec, twin turbo, aero wheels, 10-second club, personal best of a 1073. Super clean car. Look at that, getting out of the hole. This is a Performance Metalworks sponsored Skyline GTR. These guys from Performance Metalworks really get in behind this whole scene. includes Joe Kyle and the Showgirl-sponsored GDR, custom paint job, RB26 DET, single turbo conversion on this car, running the Apex Power FC. He's in the 10-second club. Fingers crossed for Joe this year he gets into the 9s. How's that for a sponsor? Ronnie Lumen, the Honda Integra, RSL Mag & Turbo sponsored, front-wheel drive. This is a super quick car. Now, Ronnie's had more offers on this car than you could poke a stick at. Everybody wants to buy it. How's it intake out of the front of the grille? Love that. Versus Niall Buckley's car. Now, this is Dale Buckley driving. Now, last week at the Speed Tech Drags, you saw Niall get into the 9.6s. So this is the car running the old style motor. Now, Nat's 04 for Pro Import was when Tony Macabina launched his 13B Turbo. Now, this car was also built by Niall, the old TNRD boys from Quest 4. Versus Rod Harvey in the Rayglass 1200 Coupe. Now, this car is the fastest 4-cylinder in New Zealand, but also this is their first ever runs. These were the shakedown runs, and they used the Nats to do that. Look at that, straight line speed. Fantastic. Now, one of the cool things about the Nationals is the guys normally try and bring down some of these fantastic cars from overseas. We've got the Mark Ashford driven Nissan 200. One of the great things about the Nationals is the promoters bring down some of these cars from Australia. Now, Mark Ashford 200 SX, this thing's got a C4 gearbox in it. It's on a best ET of an 8.03. FJ20 power, 9-inch rear. And look at that thing get out of the hole. Fantastic. Now remember, these are just demo runs, so they're not giving it full. This car runs an 8.7, the old Series 4, but of course Dyson sorted it, rotary powered, super quick. Launches out of the hole, really bars keep the front down. Looks like somebody forgot to put the front wheels on. the first Night Speed Drag Wars.
And I bring out the Xbox Shoot and have a cane with the locals who turned up.
And more Bikini babes.
Plus, we climb into an 800 plus horsepower climb rally car. See you next week on Import X.